morning, guys. How y'all doing? So I'm gonna make some beef. I'm like pepper steak, like like this. I can't even. My mind is crumbled up. So I'm gonna make some pepper steak and rice. So now you get your stew beef meat from the store. So I got it. So I'm gonna make that with some rice today. I hope y'all have an awesome day. Put a little bit more accent in there. A little bit more garlic. So that's what I'm making today. I'm gonna make that today. I'm gonna make my coffee. I was just letting y'all know that I'm cooking this. So I'm gonna let this cook to the point of it getting rounded. And then we're going to switch pots because I'm going to put it, make some gravy and let it slow cook so that it can be nice and tender. So we're just going to cook it till all of the blood is out. And then I'm going to put it in another pot, make some gravy. And we're going to cook it like that. Okay? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have beef and broccoli today. I mean beef and can't even think. The think pattern be out. Pepper steak. So here I kind of pre-crush up my bell peppers and onions, and I already have it cut and ready. And I freeze them because, you know, your stuff will go bad. So I pre-freeze it so it can last. So this is just bell peppers and onions. Give it a nice little flavor. So we're going to let this start cooking down. And then I'm going to get another pot, and then I'm going to slow cook it so that it can be nice and tender. Then we add the rice, make some rice, and this is what I'm going to have for dinner today. So guys, y'all know I talk about manifestation stuff, right? So I'll be telling y'all all my business. I have an ex, and me and him, despite whatever go on in the world, we always communicate. You know how you can love somebody and y'all just know that it ain't gonna work no more, but you got love for this person and you just can, you know, reach out to them at any given time. And no matter what the circumstances, they not gonna be, why she calling me? You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna worry about what's happening. They ain't gonna worry about the dude that just broke your heart. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna genuinely listen and be there for you and assist you in a way that they can. So I was sitting there and I was thinking about him for some reason. Yesterday I was thinking about him and I was like, oh, I hope he okay. You know, this, that, and that. Because a lot of times we'll talk and then a lot of times we won't talk. But it's always all love. So I thought about him, right? And show you how connected that, what do they call it? I want to get the words right, y'all. Because I'm just getting up on my feet. So my brain ain't always woke up. I ain't had my coffee. I believe it's called telepathy. Alexa, is telepathy where you and somebody else can feel each other's energy?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, telepathy is the purported vicarious transmission of information from one person's mind to another's without using any known human sensory channels or physical interaction.
That's what we get, telepathy. So as I'm thinking about him and I'm putting that out, wonder how he doing, wonder what's going on, I would probably say within 2 hours, he called me and he was like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, I'm doing okay. I said, I was just thinking about you. He said, I know, I felt your energy. I said, I know you was. That's why I called. And I was like, wow, you know, he believe in manifestation and stuff too. I said, yeah. So I was asking him how's he doing and everything. And he said, well, been fighting with the insurance company because he was selling his house. And the people paid the honest money and all that, then turn around on closing day. that they didn't want to go forward, so he said they got to go to court. And that wasn't the key part. And the last part is, he said, I was in a head-on collision. I was like, what? He said, yeah, I was going to work and these cars driving, and I'm sorry I signed the little racks because I don't have my coffee yet. He said these cars driving, and the one guy hit him, and he just freaked out and kind of hit the gas and took him into oncoming traffic, which where I was. And he said I tried to move and get out of his way, and then he said that if I'd have moved any more, then I was gonna hit somebody, like I'd have run into them. He said, so I just braced myself and just hold myself for impact. And, you know, he said it totaled out my truck. And then they tell me they can fix it. And he was like, no. He said he's fighting with the insurance company. No, I don't want to fix it. He said, I bought it brand new. Tell me, will he take aftermarket parts? He said, no, well, absolutely not. I want the same part that was on the car. That was a brand new truck when I got it. I ain't taking no aftermarket part. And he said, better yet, I don't want it. It's all messed up. He said, ma'am, do you realize that the car is undrivable? And when it came and the tore it away, he said, when I got out, the engine was almost in the car with me. How is that going to be fixed? And if it is, y'all can fix it. Y'all can keep it. He said, because I don't want it. I don't want it fixed and back. He said, y'all pay off that loan, because I'm finna go get me a new car. He said, just period, point blank. I ain't waiting on y'all no more. He said, I've been driving around in this rental car while y'all waiting to get these dumb decisions. He said, I'm done with the whole ordeal. He said, y'all can go to the junkyard and get the car and sell it to somebody else, because I don't want it. So I did not want it. So that was the reason that I was thinking of him, because he was in an accident. But yeah, you can definitely. So, well, he's good though. So, this is one of his favorite dishes. So, I ought to go take him some lunch to his job. I'm going to go drop off him some lunch to his job. He's back at work. So, lunchtime, I'll go take him lunch. He liked this pepper steak and rice. So we kind of joked about it, because he's a really good cook too. So I asked him, when does he invite me over for dinner to cook? And he was like, So I ain't really been cooking, because, you know, the house is still staged for me selling it. He said, so I don't really be doing a lot of cooking like I used to. I was like, oh, okay. So I was asking about the girlfriend. And he was like, you so nosy. He's like, but you know, I already showed you that me and her is, he was like, I don't know if I call her my girlfriend. Like, we not like that. He said, you know, I invited you there before and she was there and we all was there. He said, it's not like that. You know, he's like, so even if, he said, but I'm not going to, by the time you cook that, I won't be at work. So I was like, I'll cook enough for her. But she's vegan. She don't eat this kind of stuff. But I was like, okay, so I'm going to come to your job and I'm going to bring you some lunch. Because when I be sick and when I be going through stuff, whatever be happening with me, he pull up on me. So I got to show him that love and go do the same thing for him. But it's so funny that we felt each other's energy, and I'm glad that he's okay. So I'm going to bring him this. He likes this. He likes it. So I'm going to cook it and bring it to his shop, But no, we just hella cool. Like, I'm glad that, you know, some people you break up with, you can't stand, and y'all hate each other or whatever. I'm glad that me and him is not like that. Like, we genuinely thrive, get along. If he having a woman problem, he could talk to me about that. If I'm having a man problem, I could talk to him about that. And we do not do nothing else. We ain't into, like, link ups and hook up. We don't do none of that. We are genuinely friends. Genuinely. Like, yes, we have been in a relationship, but we are genuinely friends now. And we got love for each other. And I'm grateful. You know, you say you got 5 people you can count on. He will be one of them ones. And despite whatever relationship he's in, you know, and vice versa is with me, you know. And like I said, he don't hide it from his, whoever he dating and whoever I'm dating. I won't hide it either, you know. All right. We'll talk about it a little bit or whatever, like, but it's not like that. Now, he's not, men is different now. If I invited him to come over and I had company, he ain't gonna come. He won't come. But if he invite me over and he had company, I'll come. He'll be like, nah, I'm good. Y'all go ahead and enjoy yourself. I ain't gonna come. There's now, when I used to do the events, and the fashion shows, now he will show up. He'll pull up on me. Even if the person I'm seeing is there, he'll pull up. And then when my son passed away, this is how like close we was. I was down in Illinois for about 8-9 days doing the funeral stuff. So I called them and I told them that he passed. But I didn't drive my car. My car was at home. Somebody else was driving my car down, but I just didn't want to drive. And I said, I need you to come here. I need you to come here to Chicago, pick me up from the funeral, and drive me home. And he said, okay, I'll be there. He took the time off work, drove down to Chicago, and picked me up and brought me home. Yeah, so, yeah, that's how cool we are. We're very, very cool with each other. I'm grateful to have him as my friend. So we're just going to keep letting this cook. And once I get it all the way, you know, where the pinkness and everything is out, then I'm going to transfer this meat into a bigger pot. And then I'm going to add the gravy. Because what I'm going to do is slow cook this so it can be nice and tender. Because this is basically like if people make beef stew. So it's the big chunks. Like if you want to make beef stew, it's already chopped up for you at Walmart. That's all it is. It's like a beef stew. So I'm going to cook all this and let it, all the pinkness be gone. Then I'm going to drain it. And then we're going to make the gravy. So thanks for listening, guys. Well, yeah, I felt something was off. That telepathy is real. So I'm going to take this to his job. He has some lunch while he's working. Yes, for real. If his girlfriend will eat meat, I'd make her some too. But I met her. She's a nice girl. Nice lady. Yeah. But no, I don't, she don't eat meat. So she's a vegetarian. She won't eat this. So, you know, since I could just get her bell peppers and onions, right? But no, she ain't going to want that. But let me drink some coffee because y'all see that I sound like the little rascals. But when you have good friends, that'd be a blessing to have, you know. Because if I was going through something, when I go through stuff, he do the same for me. So I'm grateful to have good people. So all right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, so I have the cornstarch and water and everything in here. We're going to pour it in here because what we're finna do is make some gravy, okay? We're finna make some gravy. Okay. So we're going to make the gravy. So I'm about to put the meat in there now. But yeah, we're going to do the gravy so it can be more tender. I'm going to turn it down. It don't have to be up that high. Okay, so the meat is done. So now we're going to put the meat in here. I added some more fresh onions. And then I'm going to slow cook this so that the meat itself will be way more tender. That's one thing I do not like is tough beef. Beef is already very hard to digest. And then you turn around and get some beef that's tough. That'd be like, oh no. So now I'm just going to turn this down. I'm going to add some more of the onions to it. And And we're just gonna let this slow cook. And we're gonna let it slow cook so that it'll be nice and tender, okay? And then you know that rice ain't nothing but 5-minute rice. So I'm gonna turn this all the way down to like, we're gonna turn it down to like about 3. We're gonna let it slow cook. So when you do get it, the meat will be falling off the bone. Well, ain't no bone, but you know, the meat will be nice and tender. It won't be all, you know what I mean? I'm gonna put a little bit more garlic in there. Kick off that flavor. And a little bit more accent. Okay. So now we're just gonna let this slow cook. And it had the best bell peppers. You know, I be doing them frozen. You know, it locks the flavor in. But I would say the best peppers is when you had them peppers fresh, okay? But I be being lazy. I don't be wanting the day I'm cooking this go to the store. So, can you guys see it? That's what it's looking like. So we're just gonna let that cook slow, and so it could be nice and tender. Alexa, set me a timer for 20 minutes.
Good morning, Anne. 20 minutes, starting now.
Okay, we're gonna let that cook for 20 minutes. Because when I get to moving around, I'll forget that I'm cooking. And then he won't have no, it'll be burnt up. All right, guys, thanks for talking to me this morning. And when the total, when it get done, I will show you guys the final. And remember, the last thing is just some 5-minute rice when this get done and slow cook. But I just like to have everything done because I have a lot of stuff to do. And then if I wait and try to get it done, I'd be rushing. So I'm the type of person, if I'm going to cook something, I prepare it early. So by the time I need to do it, I don't have to do any of that. So like when I get ready to take it. So matter of fact, I'm not going to cook the rice until about 10 minutes before I get ready to leave, because it don't make sense. Now I like the meat to be done and cooked and prepared, but the rice, I just wait 10 minutes before I get ready to take it, and then the rice to be, because the rice get all gooey, so I wait and do that. So so you guys have an awesome Thursday. I do have therapy today, guys, and my voice, I'm like, one of my friends called me a long time ago, and she called me in the morning, and she was like, she called me like, hey girl, and she said, girl? I was like, hello. She's like, hello. She said, everything okay? I was like, what? She said, girl, this does not sound like you. You sound like, oh, somebody else. I think I'm being pranked. I said, no, it's me. I just ain't had my coffee. I ain't had no coffee, so since I haven't had coffee, my voice is more raspier early in the morning. So the man goes, oh, I sound like Nacy Gray on Training Day. Blast that motherfucking food. You ain't no motherfucking cop. I said, I do not talk like that. He's like, yes, you do. I'm like, no, I don't. So thanks for listening, guys. But yes, if you want to do the beef and broccoli, pepper steak and rice or whatever, so you'll cook the beef. If you do the broccoli, you wait till the beef is done, because broccoli don't take nothing but a couple seconds to steam and it's done. So don't add it in there right away. But yeah, I'm just going to slow cook this. So by the time that it's slow cooking, when he's eating the rice and the pepper steak, is going to be tender versus, if you just cook it fast, sometimes that meat be tough. So I always like to do it where I cook it and I got my dress on backwards and it be tender. So y'all, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for just being here and everything. Sorry about the trash in the background. I'm finna get ready to go dive through the snow to go take the trash out too. So, all right, guys, y'all have an awesome Thursday. Toodles. The last thing, guys, I love cooking for other people more than I do myself. So I was even telling my neighbor, like, if she, because she's younger, you know, a lot of times younger people don't like to cook. I said, if there's something you want cooked, even down to the tenders, to your chicken, to your macaronis, I don't mind cooking it for you. Now you buy it, you bring it over, and you tell me what time you like it to be done. I don't mind cooking it for you, and you can come get it. But, you know, she never really take up that offer. You know, young people blow their money or whatever they do. But like I told her, and then like I said, when I cook, I will offer her, you know, a lot of food and stuff like that, because I enjoy cooking for other people more than I do myself, because I don't know, just the love and the energy that goes into it. So I definitely like preparing food for other people. So far as me cooking, somebody, hey, could you make me this? I have no problem with doing that. So I actually enjoy cooking for other people more than I do myself. I actually want to, I be looking on Pinterest, but I actually, when I wind up moving in my house, I probably want to take some lessons to really make the food, to go to one of those cooking classes where they have the food on the plates and the way they prepare them, from the dish bowls and stuff like that, like learn that etiquette in cooking. So when I do have people to come over, that when I cook, not only is the food good, but the way that I'm serving it to them is, you know, is unique and beautiful, and how they put all the foods together. So that's something that's on my bucket list that I want to do, to learn to, you know, just have the art of the food. Like, you know, you go to a restaurant, it's how they set the food and prepare it and give it to you. It's like a coordination. So those are things I want to learn. But I'm also, a lot of stuff I like to do is I'm watching the stuff I eat more healthy. So if you notice, not a lot of times y'all will ever see me doing beef, because beef is very hard to digest. So every blue moon I will incorporate some beef in my diet. But other than that, I won't. No, I'm sorry. I'm looking out of the window, and it looks like the snow on the balcony. It's weird. It's been messed with, and nobody should be by the balcony. So I wonder, like, why is that snow disturbed? But yeah, here, I'm going to show y'all what I did. So I did the lazy shovel the snow. Let me show y'all what I did. So I just shoveled. Hold on. To get me from there. See, they haven't been here yet, the association. So I just did the porch, and I shoveled right there because of step. So the association still haven't been here yet. So I'm waiting on them to come, but I got to go truck through the snow so that I could get the trash and stuff out. So now I got my winter boots, the rubber boots that come way up. So I got to find them because the trash was full. And I was trying to get them a chance to come, but they haven't been here yet. So probably what they thought, they shoveled all the big snow. They probably thought that it was going to melt, but they should have known the thickness in that snow, that it was not going to melt. So I guarantee you they'll be here today to shovel it, but I might have to make a pathway to get to the mailbox, you know. So, all right, guys, thanks for listening to me. I appreciate y'all. Toodles.